Already, YouTubers. 2016 F250 Power Stroke. Just put an Alpine deck in. Alpine amp. Alpine 10-inch sub. And I'm fitting 4 of those 6x8s. 2 in the doors, and then 2 go back here in the column back here. And I'm running a new speaker wire because factory wire just is not going to cut it. I'm going with this here 12 gauge speaker wire. Got a whole roll of it. This is the OFC cable wire. All my wiring for this whole setup's OFC. And so I need to get new speaker wire to the new 6x8 speaker, because it's factory. This shit ain't gonna cut it. Plus I'm wiring the speakers from the amp, not behind the receiver. The speaker wires coming out of the receiver are no longer. I'm just gonna leave that plug empty. I'll tape it off. But I'm wiring the new speaker wire from the amp to the door. Got to this part here. I want to, fish it through there. I ain't never seen nothing like that. So I was like, man, maybe I can fucking fish the wire through there. I went on YouTube and people were drilling holes through these pins that weren't being used. I was like, no, fuck that. That ain't happening. So then I came back out here to the truck and started looking. And I found a small grommet. Right there. You can actually see it better with the door open. Yeah, right there. So I went in with a longer flathead, wiggled that loose, got it out, halfway out. But the main part was, when I found that small grommet, I came over on the truck side here to see where it came out, and I couldn't see where it came out. And I poked the screwdriver through, and it felt like it was hitting something. So I came in here, and this is the fuse panel. There's 2 screws, one on top and one on the bottom. And by pulling this thicker wire on the bottom out, I was able to slide the fuse panel back. And I still couldn't see where the grommet hole was coming through. So I took 2 8-inch zip ties and I fished it through, coming into the cab. And there's this insulation piece. Moved that aside, and I seen the zip tie there, so I pulled it down. I taped one end of the speaker wire to the other end of the zip tie. I was able to pull the wire through. Mission accomplished, right? Yeah, fuck yeah. So then I was like, well, damn, how's the wire going to get into the door? Where's their grommet? There isn't one, but if you pull this this big thing out, I might be able to sneak it through there and still seal this up. But if not, plug this back in. And I'll fish the wire, take a razor blade and just slice it open right there. Fish the wire through there because there's plenty of room to get speaker wire through there. And then I'll be in. So when I first came across how to get the wire through, I went on YouTube, and there really wasn't a whole lot, but this one dude was talking about drilling holes through the pins on that plug. I was like, no. So hopefully this helped one of y'all out. This will probably work for anything other than, it'll work for more than just Ford F250s. I'm sure a lot of cars got that new plug. All right, YouTubers, peace out. All right, YouTubers. Speaker wire's through. I threw some loom over that coming out of the small grommet down here. I loomed it and taped it up into the main harness, or not harness, loom, rubber loom. I took a razor, cut a slit back there, got the speaker wire through, so I assembled everything, and I really taped the crap out of that, because that slit was starting to rip even bigger. So I really taped it out. Nice clean install look, nice professional look, I think. Now I just gotta assemble that shit, be done. All right, YouTubers, I hope that helped one of y'all out. All right. That's clean, no wires. This is all for the amp, speakers. Button that up. Now it's time to install that speaker. Hopefully this worked out for somebody, because that is one clean installation. Peace. Yep, I'm doing that sound dampening. That's just bare metal. You can hear it, how teeny that is. I did this. Hear that thud? That whole area right here is done by sound dampening. These speakers are gonna be sounding pimp. All right, figured I better do a video for the driver's side. It was a little bit harder. Still went through that small grommet, same as the other side. I tried doing the zip tie through there, and all you got is this little hole here. Right there. And I seen the zip tie, and I used a tube puller to reach in there and grab it out. Then I went to pull the speaker wire out, you know, through that way. It got jammed up where this elbow is. But I yanked on it really good, and I got that through. And then once the speaker wire got up to here where I had it taped around the zip tie, it came apart. So my second attempt, and which worked, is I ran the speaker wire going that way into the cab. I had to hold those grommets open with 2 screwdrivers. I had to pry that grommet, fish the wire in, and I used that tube puller to reach in there and grab it out. So yeah, this is all going to the amp. Gotta be to the speaker door. Still got to run it up through there though, just like the other side. All right, hope this helped you out, folks. Peace.